All right, I'm gonna use Josh. Okay guys, so simple entry to the daily Hiva. Again, to the omaplata. And the omaplata for me is, like I was saying before, is a great expression in jiu-jitsu because you're really using a stronger part of your body against the weaker part of your opponent's body to control his entire body. And it's a really easy way to control a larger opponent. All right, so let's come over this way here. There's many different ways to enter, but this is a nice simple one that I use a lot. So we're gonna start in the closed guard. And if you looked at the half guard that we did, this is the movements related on how to get to the half guard. Look up to the technical stand up. It's related to that as well. So you'll see those same kind of movements. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come up. And this, I continue to use this. People don't use it enough, this push-pull. All right? If you're able to get inside the gi, close to the neck, all right? Let's look over this way. All right? You can get a pull, but you can also easily, if you're high enough, get a push. And you can use that to dictate space in a big way, so much that I get a lot of sweeps just by this way. The mistake people make is they try to push over here. Josh is gonna put his head down as I push over there. Go ahead, put your head down. Put your head down over here. Like, I'm not keeping, oh, that does nothing. All right, now, Josh, go ahead and put your head down. Okay, I'm able to really command where I push him. So, you wanna use your push-pull. This also is gonna be used as a push-pull here. So if your knuckles are lined up against this person's wrist, you can push it. If it's here, your push isn't as good, but it's here. You can push and pull, push and pull. All right? So let me do this. I'll do this a couple times and then we'll run through some details. Whoops, sorry. All right, we'll show this angle here. So let's break that down a little bit. So it's kind of two parts. So first part is you're gonna get your grips here. And if he's hooking on here, you're gonna wanna take this off. You're gonna wanna get him with no grips. And sometimes you don't have a lot of time. But as I take this off, I can re-grip like we did from standing, I can push down. That's gonna be hard for him to re-grip. That'll give me some time that I could set this other piece up. So if he's gripping on here, you're not gonna be able to get the omoplata because he can keep his elbow in. But if you can get him pushed out, you're setting up the omoplata right there. All right, so if he's gripped, you can take it off and then you come down with this little push. Start to set that up. So you're gonna open. This is gonna come on the floor. And as you give a little bit of space, pushing him away, you're not gonna change. Just like you're doing like a scissor sweep. All right, so now I'm on this hip. All right, instead of just staying here, I'm gonna come all the way out. I'm gonna put my foot on his shoulder. All right, so that's the beginning kind of setup piece for it. So I usually will start by just owning this sleeve. I may pull it off, I may put it here. And now I've got I'm ready to go. So wherever I can just put it, sometimes if I do this, he kind of senses I may be going for the omoplata, so I'll just hang it down here. And as long as I can get this off, I'm gonna have a nice setup. Now, if he's down here, I'm not gonna be able to come, so I'm gonna push him away. So these are my two drivers here. Now, I'm gonna open, foot on the mat, enables me to cross and come out enough that I can put this on the shoulder. All right, now I'm set up nice. Now I'm gonna push to create angle. I'm gonna pull to create more angle. And now as I push, pull, it's almost like a rubber band. As I let go with this foot, I can cross over and put this into my back pocket. Now I have a nice omoplata set up and I'm still gripping on this collar. I don't want to let go. In fact, I can get higher on it. So if he tries to stand up, I can hang on this. All right? And now I'm gonna open up. Because I'm gripping on this, I can walk out, and I can start to work that a little bit more. All right? Let's just be over here on this angle. All right, so let's take this off. Put down. I got a nice little setup. Now I'm gonna open, put on the floor, and come out. Notice I'm coming underneath his arm here. I'm getting here. Once I have my setup, I'm gonna push, pull. That's gonna create a little bit of angle with his shoulder. Now it's kind of like a rubber band. As I come in, I'm gonna put this right, my pinky toe, I'm gonna try to end up on the other side of his head. All right, and I'm gonna put this in my back pocket here. If this stays over here, he can easily come and take the omoplata away. So by pushing again, I now have a nice, and now I walk it out. All right, questions, guys? Nice setup for the omoplata. All right, let's try it out. 1, 2, 3.